Mm. So there she is. Yeah, starting her young, all right. Getting her on internet already, early doors. Well, yeah, man. Here she is. Here she is. Oh, she does these little poses like. Oh, she's got a hand on her nose right now. Right. Why even is that? Where did you learn? You haven't even learned that. Yeah, mad girl. So yeah, she's yeah, all good, all good. Evening, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I do. Yes, Jay. Yes, Carl. Yes, Wayne. Hope you boys are good. So yeah, this is the princess, the latest one. Well, the only one that I've got. In it, baby. You all right? Say hello to everybody. She's out for the count, mate. She's gonna be sleeping in a minute, but I'm gonna go get you to your mum now, all right? Because it's time to get on. It's time to do business. This is what we do in this house, yeah. We do podcasts and live videos and YouTube, and you're interested, aren't you? I'm putting you. I hope I don't put everyone else asleep like this. Eh? Right, let me pass to mum. I'm glad she won't behaved. Right, see you later on. Oh yeah. So guys, it's good to see you all. Everybody who's on, nice one, nice to see you. Let me know, can you all hear me nice and clear? Because I've got a new mic, and I want to make sure that it's working all right. So let me know. Give me a comment. Someone give me a comment. Tell me you can hear me. Yes, Mark. Cheers, matey. Yeah, can you hear me, guys? Is my voice loud and clear? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear me? Someone comment. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. We're back. We're on. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Is it clear? Because I bought this mic. It didn't cost much. It only cost 20 quid, but I just wanted to double check it were all right, man. It looks cushy anyway. So yeah. Tonight, right, we're going to be talking about a few things. In particular, I'm going to be talking about some of the content that I'm going to be shooting soon. So I'm going to be putting together a compilation of videos on the Predator range. And basically, I'm going to be talking about all the machines that we have, all the machines that, are available to you guys or to anyone who's looking to get into machines. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the training that we're going to be banging out this winter time as well. But main part of it is going to be about the machines, and a topic that I've been thinking about for a long time, to be honest with you. When I'm on these Facebook groups and stuff like that, I always see machines coming up for sale, and I was talking to my pal over there about it as well, and we was having a chat, and it's like it's not just one machine that's always for sale. It's like you see Ritmos, you see Predators, you see M200s galore, for sale all the time, and yeah, often what I found is I ask them the question. I ask a lot of guys questions. So if you're watching this and you're someone who, because a lot of you do watch it, who have actually asked why you're selling your machine, and a lot of the time, it's a mixture of answers that I get. A lot of the time is it's too big for us. It's too small for us. We need something bigger. I couldn't get on with it. I've stressed about training and all this so many times before, and like people buy machines, and I don't think the training's adequate. Now, every other company out there seems to be offering you free training sessions now with your machine. So I reckon if I make enough noise, shit gets done, doesn't it? So again, it's like I'm going to talk about this. So, guys, other day someone was selling an M200 machine, and I asked them why they were selling it, and basically it was they just didn't like the fact of they had to have a generator with it. They had to they were struggling with getting it to spray gear so far and stuff like that. Certain jobs that they did, they needed something a little bit more bigger, a little bit more reliable, but more compact, stuff like that. So this isn't me. I'm not trying to bash that. I'm just going off the simple fact of, that machine there is the one that popped up at the time. Now, I've sprayed 40 meters vertical with an M200, and I can't knock it. It did the job, But it is one of them things where I feel like a lot of machines are just sold to people without real. I can't say vetting, because it's not for us to vet you. It's the fact is it's auto qualify you. It's like sometimes we have there's a product, right, and it just gets pushed onto you, and you feel not it's pushed onto you by people trying to say. I mean, you feel because the industry is using a certain machine or a certain product or a certain bit of equipment that's the standard, that's the norm. That's what a lot of people do. So I see this all the time. People are buying machines that aren't really, ideal for them. So yeah, I just feel like it's a bit of a problem. And then obviously you look at the resale market that comes up. Then people are selling the machines on, and it don't look good for anybody. It don't look good for any companies that are doing it. But this is the beauty of it, and this is why I'm going to be doing this with Predator. I'm going to be doing a full review of all the machines that we offer. I'm going to talk to you about what I believe they are for. Now, this is just my opinion. Do you know what I mean? This is my opinion. This isn't everyone's opinion. This is my opinion. Bear in mind, right? I've had guys who are renderers, who are good renderers, who I talk to, who I rate, who have laughed at my setup, or they've like gone, fucking hell, you should have kept your bigger machine, or you should have done this, or you should have done that, Joe, you should have done this, should have done that. And no disrespect to them at all. Like I say, everyone's got their own opinion. But I mean, I'm working by myself most of the time, and I'm knocking out semi-detached houses for fun by myself. I ain't breaking my back. My machines work great. My Serato mixer mixes up beautiful. Even if I want to do a skim coat, it mixes up beautiful. My Optimix sprays beautiful. It takes up so little space. I've got my bolt-on compressor, and I'm spraying top coat with it. It's just like, mate, for me, that setup's great. Now, the way I can talk about this like this is because the fact of I've had a big machine, I've had a medium-sized machine, and now you see what I'm using. It's like you can't use, one. It's not one trick works for everybody. Like that ain't it. So I've got my reasons why I like my setup. The reason why I want to use my setup. Now a lot of people will be thinking, well, you might as well just get a mixing machine then, Joel, and put a greedy upper on it, Joel, and do this and do that. But it's not the case of that. I've got the opportunity to do all of that. I could get any machine I wanted to get. Not a problem. Do you know what I mean? I can get any machine. You've got to understand, right? It's the fact of how it is to move about, how it is to set up, how it is to operate. So when you have to get a machine that's knocking out gear so fast that you need another person on the machine with you, you've got to listen to this, guys. It's the full aspect of you bringing someone else in to work with you. And that's another thing that a lot of people don't think about. So when you're buying your Ritmo or you're buying your bigger machines and stuff like that, thinking that you're going to smash jobs out, you've got to think about the person who you're working with. Now, people call them bagmen, labourers, stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, mate, if I'm paying someone a wage, why would you want to just pay someone 90 quid a day, 100 quid a day for a labourer when you could pay a bit more and get a renderer or a plasterer who's going to be half decent? I could go into this so much more than what I am. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, some of you are buying a sledgehammer to kill an ant. If you're doing extensions, garden walls, top half of houses, stuff like that, why are you buying a K4? Why are you buying a G4? Why would you go and buy this type of machine? Why? Just to do extensions all the time. So to me, that's a sledgehammer killing an ant, mate. There's no point. It's fucking overkill, big time. But then it's like with me now, I'm going to use myself as an example, guys. With my forced action, right, and my Serato, if I was doing the job that I just finished now, right, if I were planning on doing 160, 170 meter houses week in, week out, my setup is not good for that. It's not good to do that all the time. My Optimix is great for spraying that size job, top coat. It will box it clean off. But would I want to apply that much area, right? Never mind the machine by myself. No, So that type of job for me, I did it. But the reality is, it's one of the things I don't want to do that week in, week out. No way. I definitely don't want to do it with the setup that I've got now. So if I was going to keep doing now big houses like that, and I wasn't looking to do Finco, EWY, I was just looking to do, 15 mil systems. My setup's not going to do it because it'll be going through bags for fun. Like, it would work, but again, it's like it'll just be harder. It'll be so much harder. It'll be so much quicker, and it makes sense to get a bigger machine. So, it's like, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You know what I mean? End of the day, you bring your own gun, and that's what I would get. I would bring a big fuck off gun. I'd bring a big shotty, and that's what I need to fucking smash on a big house. That's it. So that's me being honest with you guys. That is what we need. So when it comes down to, doing fucking little extensions, and you're pulling out a generator that's 20 kVA, 200 kilos, then you've got a machine that's fucking three-phase power with all its components to it and all that, it's 250 kg. Bearing in mind, this isn't van. It's noisy as fuck, mate. When you turn it on, it's boom, 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 the full street's up. So it has to run off a generator. It can't plug into a wall. Yeah, it's big, it's robust, it's heavy, it's got 4 wheels on it that fucking got a mind of their own. So if you bearing in mind, if you're doing an extension right back of an house that's got a thin ginnel, you're not getting it down there. It means you're gonna have to set up on driveway, fair enough. But then you've got fucking 40 meters of pipe, 30 meters of pipe on just to get it round to the back of house, which again, more pipes, more problems. So can you see where I'm going with it? It's like there's more than one way to skin a cat, man. Like, look at me coming out of all these different sayings and phrases. But listen, there is so many different ways, right, to get the job done. So many different setups. So this is why I'm going to do it, because I want to go into great detail on each machine, because if I had the space, right, and money want the option, and I had a little team or whatever, I'd have all machines, me. I'd have them all. I'd have all different sizes, for each different job. I can pull them out, do this, do that, whatever. But what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm not that fortunate, and I don't think a lot of us are out there. So what you've got to do, you've got to tailor it to what you want. And this isn't just the machines, it's everything that you do, all the tools you have, all the, the power floats you have, the serrated edge, the sparks, whatever it is. Everything should be catered to the type of job you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Everything should be catered to that. That's what I'm trying to do with myself now. I'm trying to set myself up to the point where it's like, yeah, I've got, everything sorted how I want it to be, to work for me, to make my life easier and have fun. Because I'm not into this chasing meters game, me running around fucking trying to just win jobs, every job that comes up. Don't even look at half of them anymore. I don't even look at them. I talk to the people, and I know from there if we're going for it or not. And that's it. I mean, that's a good position to be in. I can't complain. But guys, it's just one of them things. I aren't chasing every single job that gets given to me. I aren't just looking for big jobs. I seen someone actually post the other day on LinkedIn looking for rendering for their company, and they said only big jobs, please, at the end. And I thought, wow, do you know what I mean? That's a bit like. I mean, it's honesty. It's honesty. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, good honesty. But it's like, it's a little bit fucking like, when you want big jobs, mate, it's like, fuck me. It'd probably put me off if I were looking for someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's probably seen some rough as fuck geezers there, numbers and all that. But it's what it is. So yeah, I just found it the other day when I was talking to these guys, and these are good guys. These are good plasterers, good renderers. And in the conversation, now the M200 for me is it's nice and easy. If I were doing extensions all the time, and it is a machine that will do it. But the thing is, with it, they were told that they had to use a generator with it. Now that's where it starts to get silly. Whereas I think even with some of our machines, it's like we've had to talk to people about power and electrical power and stuff like that, and how to get it to work properly. A lot of people will run a 30-meter extension, then try plugging a machine into it. It's like, dude, from the mains to 30 meters and then onto your machine power lead, obviously it's getting zapped before it even gets to the machine. So on startup, it's going to struggle, stuff like that. The machine needs a big surge when it starts up. Ideally, you need to be into mains. So these guys are rocking they were rocking a generator, and then the machine itself, and then all this, and it was, it's just hard work to have on your van. Moving it around, and the noise of the generator pissing them off. So if you are doing domestic jobs, I'm not being funny, but you should not want a machine that needs a generator. You know, if you're doing extensions all the time or garden walls all the time, small jobs, you know, you're doing 30, 40 meter extensions. You might do the odd semi-detached house, 90 meters, 100 meters, you know, ex-council, whatever. You know, you can do that. So it's like, you know, do you really need a generator? Do you want to have a generator ringing out another machine, another part that could go wrong, another thing that could break, another thing to operate, maintain, service, fuel, and the noise? It's just like, do you want that? So when I think of people, when they say to me, I'll give you an example of one of the things is someone says to me, Joel, all I do is extensions. I do monocouche extensions. That's all I do. Or I don't know. I work alone and I do, monocouche, or I do thin coat extensions, 30 meters tops, really. I do a lot of work for a builder. I want to make it a bit easier on myself and, you know, my body and stuff like that. Fair enough. For me, it's standard. It's the Optimix. It's the only thing different that they are doing is they're spraying it on instead of hand applying it on. That's all they would be doing. So they'll be mixing anyway. So that's the reality. They would have been mixing anyway, but now they're spraying on. So if for me, I am now targeting, my business is targeting EWI, thin coat systems. So I want to be doing 6 to 10 mil at a time. And I want to be doing thin coat, and I want to be doing extensions, garages. You won't believe how many garages I've got in recently. Garages, and I want to do EWI, I've said that, and small jobs, top half of houses, gable ends, stuff like that. Stuff that's not going to break my back, stuff that I can do by myself, stuff that I can charge great money for and box off. I can get some content out of it. I can talk a bit and explain to people what I'm doing. And that's where I want to be. Do you know what I mean? That's where I want to be sat at. That's my type of market, my type of customers, the type of money I want to earn. That's it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, my setup is perfect. I might need to hand apply a bit. So what I'll do is I'll put it in Serato. It makes it all perfect for me. And I'm off hand applying, skim coat, stuff like that. But ideally, I'm spraying every time with the Optimix. Easy to set up, and that's what it is. So for anyone who's doing small jobs like that, small monos jobs, stuff like that, no brainer, mate. You know, you need a little Optimix, don't you? You need something small. I don't know what the other machines are like at spraying. I know that a lot of them now are pushing the other machines now, the swings and the Cosners and stuff like that. If you haven't heard about them there, well, you just heard now. But, you know, all of a sudden, them machines can do everything now, but they've been around for years and they haven't been doing it. So, but now they can. So it's one of them things in it, you know, they try to push it alongside our line, which is fair enough. It's business and it's marketing, and, you know, it is what it is. But it's one of them guys. I'm not sure what the capabilities are of them. I'm saying they probably are good. You know, they wouldn't be selling them if they were shit. So all machines are good anyway. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. I think I'm not going to say being missold, but to the norm, you'd think that's what you need. Do you know what I mean? That's what Wayne Cox has said, something really good. But that's what I mean, guys. So it's like, it's a lot of the time when people they just think like, oh yeah, I'll get this because everyone else has got it. I'll get a Ritmore because it's the best machine and this and that. That's what everyone says anyway. I'm not saying Ritmore's the best machine. That's what everyone says. I'll get the Ritmore because it's the best machine. Then they get it, and then, you know, next thing you know, they're selling it again because it's not what they needed. It's not what they wanted. It's shit. They've bought this setup for it, and it's shit. They've done this, and I don't need it. So that's what I mean. It's like, for me, guys, fuck what everyone else does. Forget what everyone else is doing or you see them using. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if they've got a fucking. Don't matter if they've got a K4, G4. Don't matter if they've got an Optimix or a Swing or they've got a Putzmeister SP11. It don't matter. I don't care what anyone else has got. You've got to look at your situation, your scenario, how your business works, how it operates, and go from there. So I'm going to do a range of videos using the Predator range. I'm going to be using the Sprinter. I'm going to be using the Optimix, which I've already done. I'm going to use the Classic, and I think we might have a couple of other little bits that I can look at as well that I can shoot. So it's them three machines there, really. And for me, they're the three grades that you need. The only other way after that is to go down the diesel route, which again is a whole different game. I've never used one. I've seen loads of them. I've never used one. But for me, and for anyone else who knows about rendering, it's the biggest you can get. It's the biggest. That's the big boy machines. And you see them on site. You know, that's where they are on site. I've actually seen some people using them on domestics as well. But again, banging out meters. That's what I want to do. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I look forward to doing it. And I'm going to hopefully It'll give a lot of the people who are getting into it or already in it some sort of light on where to go, what to look at, and don't waste your money and don't waste your headache and your time and your energy on stuff that ain't really for you. Don't do it. There's no point. There's no point at all. So overkill, it's not good, man. And plus, you don't want to be underkill. You don't want to be caught offside. So Wayne Cox, I'm going to read it out. What Wayne said. He has got an Optimix and he's had this for a while. I'm actually going to meet Wayne and do some work with him and video record him on this as well. But I put the Optimix through paces, meter after meter. I'm not scared to use the small machine on big jobs. So bearing in mind, right, Wayne does every type of job. Does monocool, she does fin coat a lot. Wayne puts mono through that and I've seen his jobs, mate. He does full houses with it, mate. Not a problem. He's got a labourer who's probably tuned up there, who knows exactly what to do, exactly how to mix it for him every time. So he's consistent. So this is another part of the system that we're not, a lot of people don't get. It's like I had guys on my machine before and they were so empty-headed, right? They just let the barrel run out of water. It's like, what the fuck? And then they let it run out of powder and then not water starts coming. Honestly, you've got to have clued up people with you. You've got to have that. There's no point having donuts who just fuck everything up. It's crazy. But that's the reality of it. It's like, when you get a Ritmo, it's going to be a learning curve for anybody. I've seen them get blocked, right, by proper renderers, mate. I've seen them block them up, back them up, in front of me, back up. I'm just like, fucking hell, like, yeah. So it happens to everybody. It's not a secret. It happens to everybody. No one can be perfect every day. But you imagine if you're raw, like newbie, virgin coming into it to get to grips with a machine like that, where you've got powder, water, fucking hell, mixing, and then you've got a generator ringing off in your lug. You've got this, you've got that. For me, for you, that's going to be a nightmare. Again. So what comes into it is your team. It's not just the fact of like, yeah, I can do, I know how to use it. That's all right. It's not, because you're usually going to be the one spraying. So then the geezer on the machine needs to know what he's doing. And that takes time, learning curve. So there's a lot that goes into it. Like I say, cater them. You in life, right? And in business, especially in business, right? In business, you want to make your business needs to cater to you. That's how it needs to be. Now, I made the mistake before of thinking that you just go fucking hammer and tongs and smash the life out of it, do as much as you can, get as many people working for you. That's how you make it. That's how you get a good career out of it. Let me tell you now, I learned the hard way. So for me now, everything I do has got to fit in with what I do and how I want to be. I don't want to be tied to my job. I don't want to be tied to my company, my career. I want to be able to come in and take my hat off, and that's it. I'm at my family now. That's it. When I had a bigger company before, it was never that. I'd always be working, always be thinking, always be worrying. And in the morning you'd wake up and you'd have to sort everything out and all that kind of stuff. It's not the way to go, guys. And the same thing goes with everything you do in your business, man. You want it to be a vehicle for you. You want to set a plan and you want to go and execute it. Honestly, this is the best, right? This is the best I felt in a long time. The last 4 weeks has been coming up to 4.5 weeks now since Harper's been here, and 2 weeks before that, so about 6 weeks. The last 6 weeks for me has been hard, so I've missed a couple of lives, you know what I mean? I've missed a few lives, but they've been hard, man, because Sarah was struggling towards the back end of pregnancy, health-wise, and then obviously after as well she was, so I've had to do a lot of stuff with her. I've had to be there for her, so that's what I've had to do. I've had my family commitments to do, and that's where I've been at, so that's why I haven't been here. So for me, it's like, it's important that my business and my job, Rendervate, anyone I work with in business, as far as, working with Predator and working, with Serato and all these other people I've got lined up and stuff like that, it all needs to work into what I'm doing. It all needs to work into that I can give them guys the support and, the do my role with them and run my own business, but not interfere with my family. That's it. So it's like, that's what I have to do. I make my business and my work life and my commitments all fit into that. They have to fit into it. I won't just take stuff on for the point of taking it on. It has to fit in to the mold. That's it. That's the only way that we can keep saying, that's the only way we can have fun and enjoy it and not feel like it's work. When I go to work, when I go out now to work, call it work, it's not really like, I don't resent it. I'm not like thinking, fucking hell, I have to do this. I'm there because I want to be there. I'm like, yeah, man, buzzing. Do you know what I mean? I've got me nice machines and that, and I've got me nice tools and got me nice work uniform on and my kit and that. I'm buzzing. Everything's nice. I'm not just running all over like, fucking hell, oh, what's this? Oh shit, I need to do that. It's like none of that. You know what I mean? It's just nice and relaxed. And I've made that to be that. And it's took me a lot of things to say no to a lot of stuff to be able to do this, to be honest with you. And that's all it is. That's all I want to share that with everyone, me, because I think we can get caught up. We can get caught up in what we think we need to be and need to do. And honestly, you've got to always look at yourself and figure out what's right for you, whether it be, this is pretty deep to tell you I'm talking about rendering machines for the instance. I'm on about people though in general. Like as us as blokes, I know women might be watching this too, but most of us are blokes, and all I ever see is us guys. We're always, we always feel like we've got to do something a bit more, a little bit extra. I'd challenge you to look at it like this: if it isn't going to benefit you, and it ain't going to make you feel fulfilled, and you're not going to make the other person feel better or whatever it is, you're not going to contribute to anything, is it really worth doing? Like, that's a challenge that I ask you to ask yourself next time. Because I've turned jobs down me where people are like, bloody hell, you mad, you should have done that. It's like, nah, didn't really fancy it. Don't really. And it's just I just don't fancy it. Or the money wasn't right, or, where it wasn't right, the timing wasn't right. It's like, nah. Whereas before, I would have forced that. I'd have forced it. I'd have tried to jam it in instead of just going, nah, not this time, maybe next time. Learning to do that has been a big thing for me. Massive. But yeah, I challenge you guys to think about that. But yeah, when it comes to them machines, boys, I'm going to be breaking them down, and I'm going to get it to the point where when you come to Predator for a machine, listen, we'll have the videos there for you. We'll have what we recommend you use it for. Ultimately, it's down to you. If you're buying a machine, you do what you want with it. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you. We'll just provide you with the training. We'll provide you with the machine. We'll provide you with the support. And all we can do is educate you. And that's what it is. You decide what you do with it. But again, people won't agree with me. People will agree with me. The reality is I'm going to tell you what I would use every machine for and the type of team that I would use with it, what type of work. Because boy, we need to tailor our business to this and everything. If you've got a K4 like I had, you need to have a team because we're banging meters out. We're banging meters out. With that machine, we need to bang meters out. So everything comes down to it, guys. It's a big thing, man. It's a big decision. It's a big financial commitment. And yeah, I just kind of thought I needed to address it because I've seen it all the time. Machines for sale. Machine for sale, only used 2 times. To me, that's like, fuck's sake, mate. Machine used twice. I'm like, what? Wish I've had an Optimix, wasn't available when I had the Predator. Yeah, so you must have a Predator Lite. Yeah, that's it. The Optimix wasn't there, but you went with what was available at the time, mate. So it's what it is. Is what it is. That's through not making a bad choice. You can't go wrong. The machines that we've got are great. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, Wayne, you're right. There is plenty of work out there, mate. There is. I mean, it's a deep one, man, because although there is lots of work out there, I don't think every job's not for every person, is it? Like I say to you guys, I turn work away. Sometimes I think people might think I'm a bit of a knob because I'm not. I don't talk like that. Like I'm not rude or all. But like if someone come to me, yeah, Carl's just said there we can help sell what you have got, and then get you an Optimix. So that's a nice comment there. Bobby, give him a shout. But yeah, like I say, it's starting to tear word down. That's the thing, right? So that's what it is, Wayne, right? For me, how I see this business, right, is like, I think we've all got to market ourselves to a certain to what you want, man. Like, you've got to work it out. I'm going to do a couple of things on I'm going to be starting like a subscription on my YouTube, where I'm going to be doing like videos that are only for people who are subscribed, and it's going to be more on the training side and the coaching side, because I can't really do them on my normal YouTube channel, because it is just to showcase my work and my day-to-day life in the business, and to educate people, mainly customers and people who are actually, you know, enjoy viewing it, like you guys. But I think when it comes to my training stuff like that, it's not something that I really want to showcase to potential customers, because again, it's like some of the stuff that I'll talk about in there, you know, people might take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Customers might take it the wrong way. But it's one of them where it's like there's certain things you need to think about when you're actually doing your job. So yeah, like you say, when you're turning jobs down, which is always good. That's good to be in demand, innit? It is good to be in demand. I mean, for me, I'll give you an example. This week alone, what I've had, I've had about 5 inquiries. I've had 2 garages. I've had a full house. I've had some garden walls. So 4. I'm sure there's another one, but that's 4. We're on Wednesday. Garden walls I'm not interested in. Garages I am. And the big house I am, after talking to the fella today and seeing the photographs of what it is, I'm interested in it, because it looks like it's going to be a thin coat job, but I mean 6 mil system probably. So for me, that's ideal. It's a nice job. So I'm looking at that. I think the way I might come across sometimes to some customers, it's not rude at all, but I think you've got to be straight to the point a lot of the time, because I've had so many people waste my time. I've priced so many jobs up and I heard nothing back from them. I used to go look at jobs any time of day before, like night times and weekends and this and that. And now it's like, nah, it has to work in this certain period. And I've just shot a little short video today talking about something that I want to put across and work a little bit more on, about time and wearing a work hat and not. And guys, it's like, I think, you know what? I don't want to get 20 opportunities to quote a week. I don't want 20. I don't want them. I'd rather have 2 who are there for me, who are like, they're my type of job. That's my type of customer. That's my type of project. That's my type of location. Everything works out better. The demographics is just there. So for me, yeah, it's like, honestly, that's how I am putting my business marketing to work. So again, if I wanted volume, I can tell you all how to get volume of work. It's pretty easy to get volume of quotes and stuff like that. That's an easy way. But getting the ones you actually want is something that takes a little bit longer, takes a little bit more thought, it takes a little bit more targeting and stuff like that. So yeah, for me, it's great. I'm glad people are getting lots of work in. But when I bet you're getting jobs in for your EWI, for your cork render as well, because I see you posting that. I see you talking about that. I see you showing that. So this is what people are going to come to you for. This week, yeah, I had a fella who messaged me last week, but we were just having a mad one at home, man. The missus and that with baby, we were like all over the shop. We were really struggling last week with time and stuff and just getting adapted. So I didn't answer no one back last week. But anyway, I got a that's what I mean. I knew it. I knew you would win. I knew you would get loads of cock jobs, because that's what you're showing, and you might not know it, but like subconsciously you're pushing that, mate. And I'm not on about this law of attraction shit. I'm on about like physically. I see that. So if I see that, that means that other people are seeing that. People in your area, people who are local to you, your customers who follow your page, they're going to be seeing it. So all of a sudden you become the authority at that. That's it. So that's what you do. He never replied to my message. I tried to get back to everyone, man. It's hard work, man. I'm telling you. So check this out, right? So last week, me and I last week I didn't really do. I'd worked and then I come home. I didn't really mess about doing talking to customers around. So anyway, I messaged. I rang one of them back this week. That was one of the garages that rang him back, and I said, "Have you got that garage sorted, mate? That you text me through? I got a missed call from you." And you text me. So I'm just ringing you back because, it did a good description on his message, where he lived, what it was, what he were looking at doing. And I thought, someone saw it out. There's only one of me here. So I said, right, his message was good. So to me, already the signs are good. It's like this guy's a person who's really wants a proper job doing, is interested in it, he's done his research on me. And the reality is, this is the type of customer I want to talk to. We're already going to be vibing on this because we're both buzzing off it. I'm a bit of a nerd like that, and he wants a great job, so we're happy. So anyhow, rang him up, and he's gone. I said, "Have you got that garage sorted out yet, mate?" And he's gone, "No, I ain't got no one thingied yet, penciled in." I said, "Right, cool." I said, "Well, I'm interested in having a look at it for you. What's the crack with it? Have you got any more information?" And he's gone, "Well, who is it? Can I ask you who it is?" I said, "It's Joel from Rendivate." And he's gone, "Oh, Rendivate. Oh, you're the YouTube guy from Leeds." That's what he said. So I was like, "Yeah, that's me, yeah." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, sound. I didn't think you were interested because you didn't get back." So I explained about, having a young'un and this and that. We're just being sorting stuff out. So we're like, "Oh, right, no, cool." And straight away, he's talking to me about Fincoat Render. That's what he's talking about. I want Fincoat, not Monocouche, because Fincoat's the better one, isn't it, Joel? He's already saying the right thing. Like, he's already cooled up. He knows. He's like, and I said, "Bloody hell, he's tough." And he went, "Yeah, I watched your video. I watched that video because I didn't know which one to go for." And he goes, "And then I watched a few more of them and that, and yeah, everyone seems to like that Fincoat, don't they?" That's what he said to me. So I put that out there. I talk about it. I put it out there. They're the jobs I do. They're the jobs that come to me. That's it. The style of house that I do, the area I work in, that type of customer comes to me all the time. It's never in an area that I don't want to work in. It's always in the right area where I want to work. It's always the same demographics. Someone about age, a marital situation. I know that sounds daft, but it matters. Children, education, all these things that I'm talking about to you. You might be thinking, "What the fuck's in about him? You don't need none of that." But you do, because all these things, guys, that I just said, and there's more than that, they create a picture of your type of customer. Now, you see, this is why I'm going to be doing a subscribed part on my YouTube, because I can't really talk about that to everybody. I can't say that to everybody. I don't want my customers or clients to know that I actually know them inside fucking out. I know them inside out. Exactly, Josh. School teachers, doctors, vets. Perfect. All my last few clients are doctors, teachers, God, loads. The last one I had was absolute legend, right? This guy, I won't say his name or anything like that, but he did something with working with cancer, and he did research on cancer, and he created right. This guy was so clever, so smart. When I think about it, when I talk to him, and when he was telling me, he played it down, but his wife told me, like, what he does and stuff, because he was really modest about it. And I was like, bloody hell, like, that guy to me, he's like a proper superhero. Like, this guy to me is like, that's the best people in the world right there. He dedicates his time and his energy and his smarts to creating cures, and maybe not just cures, but like, he's breaking down certain cancers and finding how to stop them, how to prevent them, how to slow them down. He's doing this, and he grown a stem cell. He told me that they grown a stem cell, and he had to go and feed it every few hours to get it to a level where he could test a certain drug on it to see if it fought against the cancer and made it retreat and helped. And I was like, this is the kind of stuff you see on Discovery Channel. This guy does that. So that's the type of client that I've got. He's educated. They're making educated decisions. So they're not just going to go with someone who's just like, yeah, I'll just stick this on while it'll be sound. They don't want that. They want to know, what's this gear using? What's it? They need to see the value in it. And that's where marketing comes in, the type of customer that you want, and tailoring your business to them. That's it. So that's something that I do. That's something that I actually actively do, and I've been doing it for a long time now, and it works. That's why I never worry about booking jobs in now for 8-9 months down the line. Not interested in it. 4 to 6 weeks I've got. That's it. And something always comes up. I know you might feel comfortable when you've got eight months of work booked in, but that's hard work for me. That's like a lot can change in 8 months. Do you know what I mean? People can get ill. People could like decide they don't want it doing no more. They could find someone else. Yeah. So it's mad. I've ranted on to you guys. Right. So yeah, I'm going to be having a new subscription part coming out on my YouTube channel where people can get educated. You'll have to be part of it. And also going to be doing some sort of, in that subscription, some sort of way that you can communicate with me, and I'll help you cater to whatever you need to know as well. So I get a lot of people asking me questions. And once that workout comes off, I ain't working, mate, so I won't reply. What do we got? So the machines are coming out as well, so it's probably going to take me about 4 to 6 weeks to do this, to get all the stuff together. But I'm going to be doing all the Predator machines, getting it together and doing a tailored video for each machine. And then from there, I think we might be able to sort something out visually as well. It can point you in the right direction to what you need. At the end of it, I'll put that together on the website and it's done. So that's what we're on with. So listen, guys, I'm buzzing. Lots of you have commented. I'm going to read a few. It's a lot easier if your client knows a little bit. It certainly helps things go smoothly. Colin, 100%, mate. And that is one of the big things about educating them via YouTube and, my videos and descriptions on posts as well. I've started to do a few more descriptions and in posts, and that seems to have got a good reach as well. So if you're on like professional stuff like LinkedIn, I found that doing a detailed caption explaining what I've done and why, or something the way I've done it, I've seemed to think that people read that, might because they're at office or whatever and they're a bit bored at work, and I might think, I read this, and they've read it. But I found that gets a good reaction on there, and also obviously I do my videos, so that gets it good as well. So yeah, educating people is good. Right, I'm going to take some questions, man. Get me some questions fired in. I'm going to answer Josh's now. How do you market a new category of a job if you don't have any to showcase? So even if you haven't got any jobs to showcase right now, you can still educate people on it. So for instance, let's just say I can imagine and I can guess this is what you're talking about, Corksole. It might be, it might not be, right? If that's what it is, it's a good guess, but I reckon that's what it'll be. A lot of people are thinking, how can I market that? Because it's new, it's this and that. Guys, all you got to do is educate people on it. It's all right, cool. You might not have a job done, you might not have a video of it, of you spraying it or doing whatever, but you can still educate people. You still have images. If you've done the course, you'll have some images, you'll have some videos of it. All you've got to do is educate them on what it is and why it's so great. That's all you've got to do. So that can be via posts, that can be via videos, shorts, stories, information. Get some information from whatever it is you're trying to push. And you've got to sound, you've got to be clued up on it, but you've got to sound clued up on it. You've got to educate people good. So I'll give you a great example right now. And I'm not. This guy knows his shit anyway. Don't get me wrong. I've talked to him, Lee Fiore, right? I've talked to him about this, about Cork. He knows everything about it because he studied it, and that's what he does now. But I remember him over the last few years, really, banging it out all the time, banging it out, putting it out there. Have you learn this about Cork? This is what it does for your house. This is what it does to you. And yeah, exactly. Lee is smashing it. So am I right? Am I right, Josh, in you saying that it is to market in Cork? If that's what you're saying to me, tell me if I'm right. If I've guessed right, because I'll be buzzing if I have. To be fair. Because I can't think of what else what it would have been. But Lee Fiore, mate, yeah, 100%. I knew it would be that. So listen, Josh, what it is, right? Putting Cox right there. When I started marketing Cox, I bring the books out, show them video on YouTube, and I tell people if it was choosing Cork or Fincourt, I would choose Cox every time. There you go. So Wayne's actually going there and he's talking to him about it as well. But Josh, I knew that's what it would be because I could tell you how to market any of them things, mate. But the reality is, right, to do I could tell you how to do Venetian. I haven't done Venetian in my life, but I could tell you how to market it, because it's all it is. It's not about what you want. It's about what the customer wants to know, and that is the customers want to be educated. Simple as that. For free. That's it. So you need to give content, you need to give images, you need to give videos. You have to make yourself an authority and a knowledgeable expert in that area. That's what you need to showcase to people, because people don't, the right people anyway will want to know some shit about it. They don't be like, oh yeah, let me go look at one of your jobs, or let me do this and that. Some people do that, but it's very rare. Again, it's like, this guy knows his shit. I'm gonna go with him. Do you know what I mean? So again, I think a lot of it is confidence. You're right, Wayne. It is confidence. You have got to be confident. But the big thing that I say to everyone who says this to me, oh yeah, how do you do it, Joe? How do you sell? How do you, why do you want to do this? Because I know my shit. So when I'm talking to you about a render system, I know my shit. I've researched it. I've learned about it. I've been to the factories. I've been to merchants. I've been to suppliers. I talk about it. I've tried different ones. I know what works. I know what I like. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. So I can sell something to someone that I 100% believe in. If I'm so fucked up, right? If I think something's shit, I can't sell it. Like I can't. If I think something's shit, I can't sell it. Like I wouldn't be able to sell it. I won't be part of it. Do you know what I mean? So that's the truth. I can't. So the reality is, it's like, if I'm saying something, it's honestly what I believe, because I'm a fucker. Do you know what I mean? I can't lie. I've got to tell it how it is. So yeah, I believe in my Fincoat jobs. I believe in the machines I use and the technology I use. I believe in the products that I use. And when I talk about it to customers, and when I do market myself as a company, I talk about it, it's because I believe every single part of it. Simple as that. And that's what comes across. It makes them feel confident. It makes them think that, I know my stuff about it, and of course I know my stuff about it. It's what I do. That is what I do. I know it like back of my fucking hand, mate. I'd go fucking live in Eco Ren factory if they'd let me. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? I'd have every Predator machine in my fucking house if I had a big enough one, because I love them. That's just me being truthful. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Josh, if you are struggling to figure out how you want to get it out there, Lee Fiore won't mind me saying this, because he's an absolute G, and he is 100% certified grafter. And I take my hat off to him. That guy, he is smashing it, and he's educated, and he knows his shit. But Josh, follow. That's it. Why would you try and reinvent the wheel? If someone's doing something that you want to do, sounds mad, but fucking get it. Nah, I'm all right, mate. Carl, that's what I've no more machines in here, mate. when we move house, we'll get one. We'll do whatever. for now, why? Well, yeah. Listen, lads. Honestly, I'm telling you, don't try and reinvent the wheel, man. If you want to, bang on to Cox, or look at Wayne Cox, what he's been doing. Look at Lee Fiore, what he's been doing. These are the main people that I see in Cork. They're the main people that I see doing Cork. That's it. You look at all the other people who do, like, when I think of Monacouche, there's one person who comes to mind, and it's Jay. That's who comes to mind. Right now, he's been doing more Fincoat as well, so it comes to mind on that. So it's like, you are what you show, you are what you talk about, you are what what you're doing. That's what it is. It's what you educate people on. So that's the way to get yourself out there. I learned this, guys, over a long period of time. I used to pay for adverts. I used to pay for marketing. I used to pay for all sorts of shit. Right now, guys, I do not even have my website live. I don't even have a live website. I don't even have no information out there. And that's not good. I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, but it don't matter. The Facebook page live, my LinkedIn's live, Instagram, I've got a few people on there. My network is good. That's where it's at. That's without my website. So when that picks back up, when I put a website together, because I'm creating a great one, we'll soon see a change in that again. But it's always going to be catered to the people that I want it to be catered to. And you guys should do the same thing. You should cater everything you do in your business to you. Because let's put it this way, outside of that, all we've really got is our family. Do you know what I mean? We go home and we've got our family, haven't we? And, you want to be switching off. You don't want to be sat there stressing, man. I remember being stressed, mate, every night. every night, man. So, oh God. I'm going to talk more about stress in another episode. But yeah, I just was like, fucking hell. It's mad. Who's like that? Is my missus like that? If she's watching. No, Wayne. But yeah, it's a madman. Smashing ants with sledgehammers. We don't want to do that. We just want to be able to flick them away with something that's adequate that makes it nice. But listen, has anyone else got any questions for me tonight? Josh, that's my children, mate. I wanted to spend more time with the kids, so stuck with what I knew. What? So right now, Josh, let's just get this right. So right now, would you say, like, in your work, in your business, in your life, you're kind of balanced and you're enjoying it? You get to spend the time you want with your kids, or is it not? Do you know what I mean? Because if it's not, then you need to change it. But if it's all right now, why would you want to, switch it up? But now they're growing up, I'm ready to get stuck in with different jobs. That's it. But listen, you've got to always think, is it going to be good for me? So I'll give you a little tip. A lot of people seem to think by doing bigger jobs and that, that it's going to automatically mean they're going to get more money. Yeah, you find it hard to get a balance. It is hard, mate. Wayne, it is hard, and that's the thing where it's like you want to be in a position where oh God, fucking, I'm gonna end up talking about stuff that I don't want to talk about, really. Well, I do want to talk about it, but not on here. Like, it's just one of them where it's like, when it comes to business, guys, you don't want to be chasing your tail. You don't want to be a busy fool. You don't want to be doing stuff for the point of doing stuff. You don't want to say yes to things that you don't really want to do. It's just a madness, isn't it? It's an absolute madness. Like how the mind is, how society is, how it makes us think like, you need to do certain things to do this. So for me right now, guys, I've got a missus, right, who's great. She's great. She's my rock, my best friend. She's my reasoning. She's my what's it called? Where she keeps me grounded, but there's something else that she says. She's my, how do you explain it? I think she's my rationale. Like she's my rationale. Like I'm irrational. Like I could just spin like that and do something else. Like I could think of this and do that. I need someone who can break stuff down to me and bring me back down to level, or listen to me and let me vent something and then say, yeah, nah, that ain't gonna work. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, she's my rock. She is. That's what she is. But she's so much like, I'm fucked me. Like I'm like, I'm like, yo, I will go 100 mile an hour every day. I work with Carl and Chris, and obviously we talk about with what we're doing and stuff. But I'll message them an idea, and then like next day I'll be like thinking, fucking hell, why did I say that like at 8 o'clock last night? And it's just because where my mind is. If I'm on the ball or I'm on thinking something, I'll fucking have to say it. So like if I come up with an idea, I'm like, yo, Carl, what do you think about this? Boom, 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 boom. And then he's probably at home chilling out with his missus, thinking, fuck's sake. But he'll just laugh, or he'll just message you back, or he'll catch up tomorrow, whatever. But it's just like, that's how I am. So you got to understand, to live with me and work with me, I need someone who fucking keeps me grounded, mate. And that's what she does. Now, I've gone on about that because it leads on to this. About 3 or 4 times this year, I've said, fuck it, rough again. And you're thinking, what you're about again? I want a big company. I want to do big jobs. I want to do this. I want to do that. Let's go. Rough again. Fuck that. Rough again. What was that? Skybox. I mean, Wi-Fi box. So I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Rough again. And yeah, my missus just listens to me. Yeah, she goes out to me. She goes, yeah, she's my optimist. Sick guy. So yeah, she'll like listen to me. She'll go, yeah, and then end of it, after my high and my giddiness is like, yeah, let's do this. And my thoughts gone mad and all that. She'll go, yeah, Joel, but blah 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 blah. She'll say, I'm saying blah blah blah, but she's talking sense. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then a lot of the time it comes down to the fact of, I had 10 guys working for me, and this sounds mad, but I probably earn about the same, if not a bit more now, for doing less work, less jobs, smaller jobs than I did when I had a team, a company of 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Not me to brag or me to say, but that's the position where we are now. It only just happened recently. I've only just started to do this and figured it out and got to this. But I understand that there's the way I can work as a business as a solo. I can still earn the right amount of money that I want to for the lifestyle I want to live. That's it. And there's certain things that I'm putting in that are making it go a bit better and better and better to get me to the one that I dream of, which is what my aim is. So yeah, I aren't just going big for the point of going big, but sometimes your ego, big bollocks, I want to be the big man. Look at them there, they've got 5 guys there doing this job. She's like, yeah, but I bet you any money the guy who owns that company ain't making more money than you. And I'm like, yeah, probably not. Probably not. No. And I'm not just saying it comes down to money. He probably is a lot busier than me. He probably has got more headache than me, more responsibility than me, more overhead than me, more outgoings than me. Yeah, less time than me. And they won't be earning probably as much, if not much more, if there was. So it's like, is it really worth it? Nah. I'd rather keep my time. I'd rather earn this much, live this lifestyle, like this and that, blah, blah, blah. So that's where I see it. That's where I see it going, where it's like, it's one of them things sometimes we're destined. Yeah, it's a rat run. It is. It's a rat race, mate. That's what it is. Sometimes you think, yeah, I just need to, but really, no, you fucking don't. It's got to cater to us. Now, if your aim was to say, like, nah, I want a fucking helicopter and a boat, mate, and I want to do this and I want to do that, boy, you ain't going to do it by yourself with an Optimix and a Serato and a fucking power float mush. I'll tell you that now. Jeff, I'm going to get on to you in a minute as well. You little star. What's that? I hear what you're saying. I have lads. I have, and the jobs I have to keep coming in is very hard to keep on track of it all. So one of my big things for me was I used to, when I had guys working for me, I often took jobs that I didn't really want to do because I needed them. I needed a job to keep the guys going. Where the reality is, I don't want to be in that situation. I'd rather be in a situation where it's like what with something I want to do is have a roster of people where it's fair. It's very fair. You can do your own thing. I'm not asked about people having their own company name or turn up to my job with your top on. It don't matter. When it's Renovate's project. I don't need you to wear my viz. I don't need you to wear my top. End of the day, you're working with me under my direction, really, on a job with me, and that's where I'm going to go with that going forward. Do you know what I mean? Where I'll be able to pull in someone like Wayne Cox to do a job with me. Wayne, we've got a nice house that we need to do together. I'm looking at this date. Can you do it? Yeah, I can do it, Joel. Right, cool. This is how much it's going to be worth to you. We're going to finish start here. We're going to finish there. Is this good for you? Yes, Joel, that's good for me. Contract signed. There you go. You're guaranteed the money. I'm guaranteed the job. Guaranteed the work. The customer's happy. That's how it should be. You know, whereas we all think, I need all the guys to work for me and only me. So you're out there doing jobs that you don't even want. Do you know what I mean? So I could be honest and say to Wayne, Wayne, you know what, mate? I'm going to have a break after this, that job that we've got booked in for November. I'm going to have a break after that. Do you know what I mean? So I'll probably be catching up with you in New Year, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, Joel. Yeah, that's sound. So then Wayne knows he can go do his thing. He don't have to worry about anything else. You know, he's got his own business to run, and you know it can work vice versa. He could say, Joel, I need an hand on a job. Can you come jump in for me? Yeah, sound. You know my rate, don't you? Yeah, cush day. When's it going to be? From here to then, come and get on with us, lad. There you go. That's the best way it should work. But we've got in our mentality that we need to have ownership. We need to have, like, no, you have to work for me. Like, no, you have to work for me. And I've got this coming with a guy who wants to come do some work with me now. He's working for another kid who in Leeds. He wants to come do some work with me, and he's already having a bit of an headache about that because the other person's like, "What the fuck? What do you mean you have to work with them for?" It's like, bro, we ain't in competition. We're not in competition. I don't see competition. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but they must do. Yeah, you work alone. I find it hard to trust someone to help me out. Yeah, John, mate, it's one of them, though, isn't it? I've been stung plenty of times. I've been stung plenty of times, mate. Believe me, by shit lads, good lads, shit lads. But the reality is, mate, they're only as good as the management that they have as well. You know, they're only as good as the you know, the management they have. And let's be honest, none of us, well, I have now, but none of us have been trained how to manage, how to deal with people, how to deal with employees, how to deal with different types of characters, how to, let's just be honest, how to influence people one to one. Because before my patients weren't good. My patients weren't good. I was fucking terrible. Honest to God, I fucking hell. When I used to lose my head before, I could have fucking knocked someone. And it's like, you can't do that when you own a company. Do you know what I mean? But that's the mentality it makes me feel like. So for me, even with all this training I've had now, I still don't really like that many folk, me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a bit, I'm not that I don't like people. I've got a different level of working standard. I've got a different level of mindset. And I think even when you get someone who just talks a bit negative, you know, someone comes in and they're a bit negative, something, I'm just like, fucking get away from me. I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? I can't deal with this working with me. And that's just how I am. You know what I mean? I can't deal with it. It could be something so stupid like the way they fucking eat. I'll be like, fucking shut your mouth, man, when you're eating. You know what I mean? So, yeah, people are overrated, Josh. They are. And we've all got our flaws. I've fucking got them, mate. Honest to God. I wind up so many people, mate, because the way I am, you know, singing, and I'll I don't know. Sometimes I can be a little bit anal about stuff. Yeah, I just think I probably do people's head in, but fucking they do mine in too. So is what it is. But yeah, like I say to you guys, it's one of them, man. Running a business in plastering and rendering is hard. It's hard graft. I would always say now, after the position I'm in now, after what I've been through, it is great to be able to be in control of my destiny. Do more if I want to, do less if I don't want to. Simple as that. It's beautiful. Pick and choose. Get to the point where you can take a week off work without worrying about it financially. You don't need to worry about, you know, if I look at me, I haven't posted on YouTube for fucking hell, must be 6 to 8 weeks. I haven't posted. I haven't really been banging anything on TikTok. I'm doing nothing. And, you know, it's nice. It's nice for me to be in a position where I don't have to, I could take a break from that because I needed it. And now I can come back and jump back on. And it has fell off. It has fell off. Stuff has fell off. Nothing's improved. It's just stayed still, mate. But now I want to jump on again and get it pushing again because I've got stuff I need to do. But again, it's like, I'm not tied to that. Now, if I had a business that had people working for it, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have stopped producing videos. I couldn't have stopped quoting. I couldn't have stopped answering my phone and responding to messages. I couldn't have done that. I'd have had to answer every call. I'd have had to email everyone back straight away. I'd have had to text everyone back and ring them back. I'd have had to kept marketing. I've had to kept on chasing the jobs. I've kept on managing the jobs, making sure that the jobs are done, sending the invoice, and you know what I mean. And that's where it's like, fuck that. I'm in a position where I can just go, fuck off. Don't need to do a thing. Chilling. Fuck that. I'll do this little job here. Cushy. I'll do that there next week. Cushy. All the rest of it. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? And that's the position I'm in. And that's where I think a lot of you guys, before you start thinking big about making loads of dough, getting a big team together, doing big jobs, I'll tell you something now. These people you see who are doing fucking big old fucking jobs and that, the meter price is nowhere near what you're going to get for a lesser dick. So, you know, someone might have a 2,000 meter square job and they've got a big company to do it. They've got loads of lads, they've got loads of overheads, they've got this, they've got that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, good for them if that's what they want to do. But I'll tell you now, the meter price will be nowhere near the price that you're going to get or I'm going to get. And that's a fact. What are they getting? 50 quid a meter supply and fit to do a mono job. What are you getting? What are you getting for that? I mean, I'm getting 90 quid a meter minimum for mono. Nice. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting 100 quid plus for thin coat. They won't be getting that on these commercial jobs. So that's another thing. Payment terms. Deposit, halfway, finish. Doing big commercial jobs, no deposit, no halfway. 30 days is good. More looking like 90. Now, again, I believe you can negotiate commercial prices and payment terms. You can, because I've done it. I've negotiated them and got them down to weekly pay. I know I took off a percentage or something like that, 1%, and take off, and that's a weekly pay every week, billed on a Friday, paid on a Monday, and that's how it worked. So you can negotiate, but a lot of them won't. Understand when it's just meters, and it's just, you know, price. Everything around that works with it. So quality, you know, some of it's good. There's some good guys out there who are killing it. Then there's a lot of shite, and then you've got to think it's it's not really the best environment. You know what I mean? If you don't bang it, you don't get it. So it's what it is, man. Each to their own. You do your thing. But a lot of the guys who follow me and watch me, I guess, as self-employed people who are doing domestic work, or they might be working for a small rendering or plastering company, thinking about doing some work for themselves. That's my type of subscriber, I imagine, if I'm painting a picture of you. So what a lot of stuff I talk about is catered to you, because I've had all the same thoughts as you. I've had all the same ideas as you. I've gone through the same shit as a lot of the guys on here who are my age and older. Some who are a little bit younger, who've been through the fucking mill, and we've been turned out and spat out, haven't we? But we go again, because that's what we do. So I reckon I can relate to a lot of you. And that's it. I think I can relate to a lot, and you can relate to me. Yeah, exactly. The commercials just shite, mate. For me, it is anyway. I can't, you know, it's not because I don't want to do the work and this and that, but I ain't killing myself or someone else, you know what I mean, to fucking pay me peanuts. So yeah, 3 to 4 days a week for a week's money. Yeah, that's the aim, innit? That's the aim. You want to do Monday to Thursday. Friday, you just want to go around doing a little bit of skirting, don't you? A bit of tidying up, a bit of planning, a bit of organising. And that's what you want to do. And doing both at the moment. Yeah, that's it. It's just one of them, innit, man? Everyone to their own, but always make sure your business is in your, it's where you want it to, try to get as close to where you want to be, fulfillment, happiness, time, all this. Try to get your business to align with you. Not saying it's ever going to be perfect, because, life ain't, is it? Life ain't perfect. Business ain't perfect. I ain't found nothing that's perfect in this world, apart from my little girl Harper. She's pretty much perfect. But other than that, I ain't found nothing else really perfect. So, yeah, just get as close as you can. But listen to this. I got another thing to say. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I want everyone to give Jeff a big congratulations, because he's had a little girl. He had a baby girl 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm messaging him tonight when I got in from work. And yeah, big congratulations to him, man. So Jeff is always on the lives. He's always on here. He's always watching and getting involved and talking and that. He's a good member of the group. So listen, man, everyone give him a congratulations, man. Big shout out. Show the love, man. That's what we've got to do. Show the love. One of our own, man. He's got his little girl now, buzzing. Good man. So yeah, good on you. Yeah, I'm buzzing for you, mate. I'm buzzing for you. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. We're all happy for you here, mate. It's unbelievable. Good on you. Can see it in your face in the photo you sent me. Like, yeah, man, we're here. But yeah, good on you, bro. Good on you. What's this here? Felons, 23, been plastering for 5 years. Enjoy watching your videos, seeing other ways to do things for a person with time in the game. Yeah, man. Thanks, Felons, mate. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Like I say, I'll just share the stuff that I want everyone to know, if I can help, if I can help out. That's what we do it for. So yeah, been in it a while, man. I don't do know. Did someone ask me a bit ago if I priced up plastering? Actually, am I reading that wrong right there? Let me just see. Priming walls. Sorry, guys, I've missed a couple of questions here. Spraying cork. There is no priming the walls first, like Finco systems. Yep, that's right. You don't have to. Finding a decent labourer is like finding treasures, or finding someone to trust in your jobs is even harder. It is hard, because I actually did trust someone on one of my jobs, and I've been at it today, and I've had to do a bit of cleaning. I wasn't happy about what I paid for that anymore. I had to go cleaning up. I wasn't happy. Tell you that. It's very hard to keep track of it all. Let me have a look. Peace of mind, priceless. Carl tried to stick more machines in my house. That's that. Uh, what's the difference in cork soil and 1.5 silicone? What's the pros and cons? Right, so I'll answer that one as I scroll back down to the bottom. Pros and cons are pretty much the same, apart from cork soil's about 3 times as much. It doesn't have the same properties as silicone does, with it's got the flexibility and everything like that. It's also got the heat part of it, retention and stuff like that. It's got thermal properties that are better than thin coat, but thin coats, it's a different type of finish. It's a different type of protection. I see you getting more. It's more harder wearing thin coat, I'd say. You got to understand with cork, it's soft, it's spongy. So thin coat, you run your arm down thin coat, you're going to take some skin off. You know what I mean? If you rub your arm down cork, you're going to feel nice and warm. So that's one of the big things. And again, the price, it's a big difference. Hoping to get on the spring side, but can't see it happening anytime soon. Yeah, listen, mate. Yeah, do not rush into it. You don't need to rush into it. A lot of the people who watch my videos they've all got right. Machine Mart should have fucking chucked me a little bone here, because everyone's bought a compressor from Machine Mart, and they've bought, and Graco as well. You tossers, you lot should sort us out, because everyone's got a fucking Graco gun as well. So that's a great way to get into thin coat rendering. That's set up right there. And that's just spraying your top coats. And then from there, you can go on to building up your bases and all that, can't you? Saying that Neela Premium might be better. Plenty of time to break it in. Who wants some hot chocolate on a Friday? Can I have hot chocolate on Friday? Saying that Neela Premium might be better. Plenty. Listen, you know that Neela Premium is a good trowel, Even though I don't fuck with that side anymore, like as in like that, obviously I'm Team Predator, right? I still don't chat shit about people and lie or say that something's shite. I won't say that. Honestly, Nearly Premium's a fucking good trowel, man. I love mine. I've got two. Got 16 and a 14. Both great trowels, mate. I know that P1 are the main suppliers of them, and they're a great trowel. Honestly, great trowel. Really good. I won't knock that. I'm not into that talking bullshit part. Honestly, guys, they are good. Doing a lot of plastering over cork. Yeah, that's a big thing coming up internally. You know what I mean? Jason, doing a lot of plastering over cork internally. Reality is, it's great thermal. You don't have to fuck about with boards, putting boards on and losing, skirting boards, losing your depth in a room. Because if you think about it, if you put an insulation boards on every external wall, you're gonna lose some floor space, and it's just a bigger job, and pardon me, it's expensive buying boards up in your own cork soil's not cheap, but it can. I think the boards will probably be more than spraying them a coating with cork. So yeah, and speed as well. It's easy to just go in and tape up and spray a fucking wall in it, and then next day skim it. It's easy. So yeah, it's one of them, innit? It's going to be a big thing. I know that cork soil are turning out recommended installers like fucking no day anyway. So there's loads of you out there. Just make sure you're getting your benefit from it by doing your marketing. If you are paying for a course and you're doing it, just make sure you're getting your marketing and you're putting it out there to your customers, guys. Because I think it's going to be the future anyway. I think it is going to be the future of internal and external rendering, especially retrofitting and stuff like that. So Corksoil's good, man. Find the price difference seems out as you save money on primer and the labour in painting. Is that Wayne Cox? Find difference. Primer and labour in painting. Fuck me, I don't know, mate. I mean, I haven't worked it out, but it's 150 odd quid a tub in it plus that. That's like, fuck me, geezer. What do you get out of a tub? 10 meters, 8 to 12 to say. So let's just say it's 10. It's £15 a meter for top coat. I think on a tub of top coat right now. So let's just say you're getting it's £15 a meter topping on Corksoil. It would be on. Let me work out this for EcoRend Silflex, SilFX, I think it's called. Divided by. So working it out on that, on 10 meters, which I know you can get a bit more out of Silflex as well, it's £6 a meter. So, if you add that up, it's 2.5 times more expensive for the top coat spraying Corksoil than it is for spraying Silflex from EcoRend. Don't get me wrong, yeah. You're getting the benefit of the heat and stuff like that, but It's I don't know if the heat retention is going to be that great at that thickness that it warrants being 2.5 times more in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? So unless someone really, really wants it, or it's an overspray, if on a render system, I wouldn't use that myself because I think it don't really, the price and that, it don't really work out for me. I'd make more money doing a thin coat system. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you save it. So let's just say primer. What am I paying for primer? I think primer works out at about fucking £1.50 a meter or something like that. So that's £7.50. Then the labour doing it. Yeah, I mean, primer enough. I don't know. Meterage. Let's just say it's going to take a day to primer a full house or something like that. Sorry, I was just reading something there. So what's that? Yeah, it's one of them, innit, where it's like swings and roundabouts, man. Chucking it in, but from a pure cost of the material aspect, it's a lot more, innit? It's a lot more. I think Corksol for me, guys. I think Corksol is a great product. I think it's £60 a meter just to over. Corksol £60 a meter square to overspray, which is a good. I'll be honest with you guys, though. I think where Corksol's going to excel is in the overspray market. That's where it's going to excel. Where property just looks a bit tattered, a bit shit, and they want it sprucing up, looking better, but they also want to have a little bit of protection, a little bit of some warmth properties in there, heat retention properties in there. It's a good sell. Do you know what I mean? That's a good sell. It's basically wrapping your house in a blanket that looks beautiful. That's the way I'm pushing it. If I were going to be banging out all the time, that is how I would bang it out. I would be saying like, I'd be doing adverts. I'd be talking about putting coats on your house, blankets on, wrapping you up, helping you, but then also letting you breathe. These are the type of things that you want to go down because people know about damp and shit now. Corksol, it stops black mold, black spot, does all that stuff. You know what I mean? So this is the shit I'll be talking about. Josh, you wanna do more of that? There you go, mate. Get it banged out, lad. I want to see some of your posts coming up with shit like that. That's what I want to see. You want to do more of it? That's what you want to do. You want to do the damp and mold? Get talking about it. Putting them hurters on people. That's what you need to do. If you've got black spot in the corner of your bedroom and stuff like that, it's not good to be breathing that in. Tell you what, I know something that can fix that. Boom. There you go. Video, do that. Bam, sorted. People will be on you like fucking tramp on chips with that, pal. So yeah, that's an idea for you. But yeah, it's been a good one. It's been a good comeback tonight. It's been a good comeback tonight. Got a new camera. Shit, man. Let me show you guys this quick. Sound like a fucking American then, you know? Shit, man. Shit, dude. Dribbling and that. First day of night. Oof. Listen, got a new camera. So my videos are going to be coming out now, thick and fast, boy. I've got the GoPro, and it's just not that best anymore. It's not the best anymore, the GoPro. But I was using my phone, and it's hard, man. Battery drills out on it, and it's just one of them. It's a pain in the ass. I'm listening to music 1 minute, and I want to record something. It's like fuck that. So I've got now a camera. I've got a proper one, Insta360 camera. It does some mad shit. I'll be using it mainly just on normal lens, but it does this mad thing where like it films the front and the back. It's weird. So hopefully I'll get to grips with it properly and start doing some weird shit. But it's gonna be good. So I better get some good footage. I've got my GoPro and I've got a chest piece. Is that a chest piece I've got? Oh, it's a head thing. Sorry, I've got a head thing. I've got a GoPro and I've got a head thing. So what I'll be doing is, in some of my videos as well, I'll be chucking in first person view. You know what I mean? So I'll be able to show you some mad shit as well on that. But yeah, this is mad. Like, it does some weird stuff, man. Like some fucking, like I recorded when I've got it the other day. I recorded something in a car, yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And I turning it around like this. And it was like spinning around and that, and I could see myself, but I wasn't pointing the camera at me. So it's got two cameras on it, one on either side. but I wasn't recording me. I was recording like fucking out the window or something. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, and then I was like, whoa, spun it round. I could see roof of car. I could see my fucking feet on the pedals. I'm like, how the fuck it done that when I'm pointing it straight forward? That's nuts. So yeah, it's a pretty cool camera, man. I picked it up the other day. It's an Insta360 X3R or something. Insta X3, yeah, X3. Yeah, it's good though. It's got a sturdy selfie stick with it, and yeah, it goes long. It's like a fucking Kosh, honestly. It's like an extended Kosh. Give someone a slap round head with this. I'm telling you. It's a Kosh. It's got a built-in tripod on the base here. It's like fucking set it up quick. Get it in corner at bedroom rapid. Corner at scaffolding rapid. You know what I mean? You set. Yeah, cushy. Fuck, see what I mean? I don't know how to fucking work it properly. Right. But yeah, nice, good. Expensive, yeah, it was dear, mate. It was dear. It come in at around I think it were about 500 quid, to be fair. 510 or something like that. But you get the stick with it as well. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking cutting edge, but I mean, for cameras these days, you can pay more than that. You know what I mean? Some of these action cameras are 800 quid now. Fucking hell, and then we could get a GoPro for 180 pound before. You know what I mean? And now they're like all that. Yeah, it's the door, mate. But you know, if you're gonna be making videos and stuff like that, you've got to invest in it, and it's just one of them things, isn't it? So I look forward to doing a lot of videos, like buying this little mic. It's like 20 quid little desk thing. I don't know, but it sounds my quality being a lot better, a lot clearer tonight. Has it been a lot better? My quality of the film, the sound tonight, has it been better than it usually is? Because this is like being shot on this mic, so I'm guessing it's better. But yeah, the fucking door, mate. Cameras cost a door, mate. Honestly, I went into one at shops the other day. Oh, she's crying. I went into one at shops the other day to talk about it to him. I said, "Yeah, I want to do a podcast." So I want a camera for a podcast, and fucking hell, fellas come out around think, yeah, man, check this out, this and that. I said, listen, yeah, I don't want to be spending the earth, but I want a good camera that shoots good. Oh yes, nice and clear. Cheers, Wayne. I thought, yeah, man, I want a camera that can catch like good footage, clear, fucking 8K, whatever they've got out now. I don't even know, 10K or something. The vid was freezing before. That's my internet. I don't know what's going on with internet. But yeah. So anyway, fucking hell, he's pulling out these cameras and that. I'm like, yeah, that looks nice, mate. How much is that? He's like, oh, this is $2,000, but it's got this. I'm like, bro, yeah, fucking BBC or ITV, mate. I'm just trying to do a podcast. He's like, yeah, this is what they're using. I'm like, what? That's what they're using to shoot podcasts. He's like, yeah, this is what it is. Some people have 2 of them. I'm like, 2? Fucking what? I'm not fucking James English, mate. Leave it out, mate. Fucking hell. Must think I'm Joe Rogan or something, spending 2 bags on a camera. Fuck off. Not a chance. I'll stick GoPro in corner and I'll put iPhone in other one, and that's how I get it done, innit? Until we make some dough. But yeah, that's what it is. So you are right, mate. Cameras can cost some money. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Use the internet money to buy an Insta360. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what the sponsorship's for, innit? And that's what the thingy does. That's what it does when I'm doing these roles and stuff like that. The whole point of doing like some sponsorship videos and stuff like that is the fact of I can make it better. I can improve stuff. So it ain't just to put it in your pocket. It's to improve stuff. It's to buy stuff like this. It's to get the mics. Because you're only as good as the stuff that you're doing. Predator will be doing cameras next. Hey, we've got some other bits on bats. I messaged Carl about the other night. Some bits that are going to get you ready for winter. So, yeah, winter's coming. No one thinks about it because it's not here yet. And you don't think about it. I've got a few messages there. Yeah, so for me, it's like I fucking lost where I'm at there. Madness. Great idea. But yeah, I think it's just one of them, innit, where we've got to make sure the content's good, make sure it's better. and that's what it is. It's just one of them things. That's what it's for. So yeah, some more coming. Winter will be here. That's what I said. Fucking hell, Game of Thrones and all that. So winter will be here. Yeah, it's been here all year. It's been shit rain. But I sent Carl a message the other day, give him an idea of some bits. So you'll have to watch out for on the Direct Building website, and the guys who work there are going to have some bits coming for you for the winter. Because like I say, no one thinks about it early doors. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm pointing to the guys, to my gaffers over there. I'm saying, yo, winter's coming. We're going to need this. It's going to be in demand. You'll get on it early. You'll have it in stock for the lads. And that's what I want to do. I want to help us out. So hopefully Carl and that know what I'm on about, and they're getting cracked on with that. And wintertime comes, hopefully we'll still be able to get on wall then, and not worry about it. But for now, let's make hay when the sun shines in and out from under the clouds. But anyway, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I've had enough for tonight. I hope you guys have too. It's been good. I really enjoyed talking to you, talking about the machines, Predator Flame. Hey up, Josh. Yeah, so I'm so glad that come on and I talk to you about some stuff. But my little girl's going ballistic up there. She might need some grape water, whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm gonna go up and help out. But yeah, listen, guys, buzzing to have you on. Looks like we had a good show out, decent attendance. Appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who watched, everyone who asked questions, everyone who listened, everyone answered. And remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, or even if you're not, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, because I'm trying to get them numbers up. I'm going to smack the life out of these videos coming up. I'm going to smash it. So get yourself up there, guys. Get yourself onto the channel. Get yourself subscribed, and let's have it. If you know anyone, if you're on the Renovate Hub, and you know anyone who might benefit from being on this group, who want to get educated, level up, want to learn some things, want to be in the know-how of what's going on in the game of rendering, invite them to the group. Because like I say, we've been growing steady and it's been really good. We're nearly at 500 people now, and like I say, ain't about numbers, quantity, it's about the quality. So if you know anyone who's decent, anyone wants to get involved, get them on, invite them to the page. That'll be nice. But good to see you. Nice to speak to you guys everywhere. Anyway, nice to see Wayne Cox there, Eric there, Mark keeping her lit. I love it when he says that. Josh, legend, thanks for taking part, mate, and asking us some questions, having a good chat with you there, Mucker. All my guys on YouTube, appreciate you being there. Thank you, felons. Good luck with it all, matey. And push on, pal. You'll be all right. And a big shout out. I'm going to leave it with this one. Jeff and his new baby girl. Big love to you. Send you our best wishes. Your missus the best regards, and yourself. And I wish you health, happiness, and love. So anyway, I'm off, guys. Peace out. I'll catch you all later. See some of you on Friday at the Predator Sprinter Day. And I'll see some of you on the next one. Peace out, guys.